Yes.
Live. Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Hopefully Akim. Let's preach the word in our truth in the city. We Hebrew Israelites, once again, we here to preach the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We're here to sow the seed, and the Most High will give the increase, as it is written. As brothers know, a lot of stuff is going on. Costa Rica just, implemented a mandate that, the children got to take the, what, and if parents don't abide by that mandate, it says it's going to be forced. They're going to force to do it, man. So we understand that everything is going to happen. Everything that happens in these other countries will come to America, because everything is a prelude. Everything that happens in these countries is a prelude is going to come to America. This is Babylon the Great. As brother time the video,
we're waiting on the Lord to come.
We're waiting on the Lord to come, man, because you got, that camp. What's that camp called? One body in Yahushua, saying that, it's a waste of time to wait on Yahushua. Which the scriptures say we're supposed to wait on the Lord, man. Because that's our whole objective, man. We have to. One thing about in the truth that we must have, which is part of the spirit, is the trait of long suffering. Just like how our forefather Noah was. He was long suffering for years until the Lord brought that flood, man. So everything was written aforetime for our learning. So we must have that same trait in us and have that fruit of the spirit, man.
Book of Chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Right, and that's what we have to do. We got to wait on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Because it's the spirit of impatience amongst the Israelites, man. But that's not how we're supposed to be, man. We're supposed to be long suffering. Wait, man.
Till the day that I rise up to the plate. My determination is to gather the nations, I may assemble the kingdom, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Right, man. The Lord is gathering all the nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat. So the Hebrew is Yahweh Shabbat, the Lord judgment. Because this is going to be the Lord that's going to fight against our enemies for us, man. Because right now, we don't have power. We scriptures call us worms. So we have to wait on our Lord Yahushua to come back to the Lord willing, deliver us. And the Lord, then we, then we're gonna get busy with these heathen nations, man. Problem with Esau,
This is Psalm 27, verse 13. I have fainted unless I have believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. Wait on Yahweh, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord.
Right, and that's the Psalm of King David, man. So wait on the Lord. We have to wait. Be of good courage, man. Because, the Lord wants to build our character up. See, if the Lord was to give us the kingdom right now, who's to say we won't be more appreciated? But the Lord, He builds up our character by way of our afflictions, and the curses, so we can be able to build our inner man, man.
The word courage goes back to the Hebrew word kazak, to strengthen, prevail, harden, be strong, become strong, be courageous, be firm, grow firm, be resolute, be sure.
Right, so we got to be strong, be firm in the truth, man. Being rock solid in the truth, being adamant in the truth, man. Very important.
Book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2. Now therefore, in the spirit of hardness, as a good soldier of Mashiach Yahushua.
Right, so we have to endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shemam Shah, because Apostle Paul, when he said that in that epistle, he was referencing to the Roman soldiers. You know, the thing about a Roman soldier is they gotta endure. They can't lead with their own emotions, man. You know, so that's the same thing with us. You know, we can't be emotional in this faith. You know, we just gotta endure, man.
He said he was referencing the Roman soldiers. And, you know, it's great because them soldiers, they go through a regimen in that. You know, and instead that they had, you have to be a certain height to get into the legions, man. You know? Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
And right, and what's the affairs of this life? The ways of this world, man. You know, so that applies to a man, because if you think about an actual soldier, he's not gonna be
no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
Right, so an actual soldier, he's not going to entangle himself in the affairs of the civilian life, because he knows he has a mission at hand, which is to, you know, do his job and get back home. So the same thing with us in the spirit. You know, the scriptures, Yahweh Shai says, you know, be not basically, you know, be not over surfeiting, man. You know, being overindulged of things, being of this, having your mindset in this world, man, because it can hinder you in the spirit. It can weaken your spirit, man. You know.
All right. And it reads that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Right. And we want to please Yahweh Shemam Shai, man. You know, at the end of the day, because fuck what man say, you don't want to please Yahweh Shemam Shai, man. You know.
The scripture says, you know, you got to make your body a living sacrifice, that you may be a reasonable service. You know, so what's coming to this thing, it's not about you no more. It's about Yahweh Shemam. Right? And if a man also strive for mastery, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So you fight. So, you know, just to, you know, expound on everything. You know, you fighting for this thing, you striving for this thing, man. You striving for that crown, and you gotta do it lawfully, man. Meaning you have to keep your integrity, you have to keep your it's a word of virtue, you know, in this thing, and that all comes with the characteristic of being patient, man. Because when you start getting impatient, you start losing that patience. All right, that's when your faith starts diminishing. That's when you start looking out into the world instead of looking towards you. How about you now?
I had something right here, because we was talking about courage, and one of the synonyms for courage when we went into that word was being strong. Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brother, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
Right, so be strong in Yahweh Shemam Shai in the power of his might. The power of his might is his truth, man. You know, because it's as it says in Proverbs 24:5, a wise man is strong. You know, and that's the time a man of the Lord with his knowledge and understanding the true doctrine, man. You know.
Continuing on, it says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Because this devil is coming with a lot of trickery, because that's what the word wiles means. Trickery, deceit. Alright? Because like we were speaking about with the whole with the whole tool shop. You know, Esau is finna be doing all type of stuff to get you to concede unto these devils. And we know pursuant to the prophecies, all those that consent unto him shall be had in derision and a proverb of reproach. So this devil's going to be going in different ways, traveling down different paths and ways to get you to get the two shot. You're going to have it, you know, mandated at your job. He's going to take away certain city freedoms. You can't go here, you can't go there, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know, you can't go into this store and buy groceries, so on and so forth. But this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which consists of waiting on the Lord, having faith, believing, having works. These actions will enable you to store treasures in heaven, so when these afflictions and persecutions come, the Lord will preserve you, you know. But it's all about having that strength and courage through the Spirit. Continuing on in Ephesians 6:11, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Yep. So, like you were saying, the wiles is not tricking you, man. So, put on our whole armor, the whole doctrine of Yahweh Shemam Shai, counting the cost, you know. the scripture say we got to be ye as pilgrims on the earth, man. Can we get that? Because all this is going to lead up to the elect being pilgrims on the earth. You don't have to forsake God, man. As Yahweh said, if any man do not forsake God, he cannot be my disciple, man. You know? Yeah, so, you know, it's 2nd Ezra 16:4.
Look at 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. In those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the world.
Be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Now look at the word pilgrims. It's a person who journey to a sacred place for religious reasons. You know, it says the second definition is travel or wander like a pilgrim. You know, so real soon we're gonna be off the grid, man. You know, you have to forsake all, you know, and just have strong faith, unseen faith, man. You know, and Yahweh B'Shema Shah, man. You know,
and these individuals that stay up on the grid, we're gonna be hearing how dreadful and terrible it is. Cause he ain't gonna be giving y'all rest. You know, we already see it right now. I read an article that was talking about the 4th shot. You know, and they're changing the definition of fully maxed from the definition being fully maxed being 2 shots to now 3 shots. So with us seeing how this devil is moving, in order for you to be attached to the system, you're going to be tossed to and fro with everything this devil is throwing at you. You know, you need this, you need that. Oh, your kids got to have it. You know, oh, everywhere you go, you got to show it. To get your license renewed, you got to have it. You know, this devil is going to be bringing out all type of things in order for people to be to submit to the system. Still got some over here in Ephesians 6. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
And right, and the principalities, them are the demons, man. You know, because everything is spiritual. Everything comes in your mind spiritual before you manifest and act physical. You know, which makes it a spiritual war. You know, and it says, "Rule of darkness of the world." I see Lisa Esau, man. You know, because that's why, you know, Satan. There's been a lot of, you know, brothers getting plagued with demons and stuff, because remember we got to come to get some powers that be, the Edomites, man. So of course we're gonna be tried with these different types of, you know, temptations and stuff, man, and lust. You know, but we had a way to overcome it, which is the word, the blood of Yahweh Shai, believing in Yahweh Shai. You know.
I want to add also, you know, we out here, doing videos, we praying every day, we doing the works, we uploading videos. Esau, Edom, and his demons and his left foot and the priesthood, they doing that shit too. You know, because as it's written, good is set against evil. You know, we doing this in righteousness, but Esau have this on the left-hand side. And as we read, the wiles of the devil. You know, pushing out all these wicked vibrations and energy. You see what happened at the Travis Scott concert.
Oh, God.
You know?
That's principalities right there.
And, you know, those frequencies and sounds mixed with drugs and different lights and colors and, you know, all those different spirits there, what happened? Death. Death came out of that. You know, which Yahweh Shai already had, which we saw at the Travis Scott concert. Yahweh Shai had multitudes upon multitudes thronging, close together, trying to seek the Lord Yahweh Shai. But see, it wasn't death happening there. You know, Yahweh Shai was healing people. On the left-hand side, you got people worshiping these idols, dying right in front of the altars of their idols, man. And that's how it's going to be.
You know, left-hand side, they were their sacrifices, man. That's all that shit is. That's really what all that whole situation with that concert, that was an altar, man. Right? They're doing their thing on the left-hand side, but it's not going to hold a candle until Yahweh Shai when he starts to set things in motion. And he's already setting things in motion.
Got this precept to back up what I was saying about Yahweh Shai and had the multitude. This is Mark chapter 5, verse 24. And Yahweh Shai went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. Did you look at the word throng in Mark 5 and 24? Shit. Because what you saw at that concert, that ain't nothing new. Yahweh Shai had multitudes of people out there, you know, coming to hear the word of Yahweh Shai. Just as at the Travis Scott concert, you have multitudes to hear his words, you know, his lyrics. When Yahweh Shai had that. But it wasn't nobody dying. It was people getting healed, and we finna go into it.
It's from the Greek word libo, which means to press together, press on all sides. It says to compress, crowd on all sides.
Crowd on all sides. Yahweh Shai had crowds on all sides. Look at the Strong's definition.
It says to compress, crowd on all sides, strong.
Yeah, it's a crowd. So Yahweh Shai had big crowds out there. You know? See on the back, Mark 5 and 24. And Yahweh Shai went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things and many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Yahweh Shai, came in the press behind and touched his garment. But she had said, if I touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. So, well, in righteousness, Yahweh Shai, when he made his appearances, multitudes out there that was strong and it was packed together, big crowds, close, but people was getting healed though, you know. But then you got this on the left-hand side, multitudes, big crowds coming to see Travis Scott, and you have multitudes dying.
But why do that shit for blood sacrifice? You know, and like the brother was bringing out, multitudes seeing Yahweh Shai. You look, man, it's a different spirit, man. All right, that's the left-hand side. All right, they thrive off chaos and wickedness. You know, and people, you know, jam-packing and bull rushing each other, doing mosh pits. You know, what's it called, the trampeding. You know, other people who went to the front line. Meanwhile, you know, on the right-hand side, people, there's gonna be order, man. Hey, if the multitudes come to see us and we see all that, you know, bull rush shit, no, we don't stop that shit, man. Hey, listen, y'all get yourself in order and form a line. Not even form a line, just, you know, peacefully and calmly come through, man. This ain't no concert, you know.
And then, as I said in that, we was reading in Mark, the 5th chapter, you know, she had great faith, you know. And as I said there, she heard about Yahweh Shai. And she believed. She said, if I will only touch his garment, I will be made whole of my plague.
That's the spirit, because out of all the people, she was the one that had the impact on Yahweh Shai. Out of all the people that was around about her, Yahweh Shai was the only one, you know. So, that tells you that your faith, you know, is, you know, very, your faith is very essential in the truth. I got a precept. It's Exodus 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other God before me. You know, and Travis Scott, people look at him as a god. All these celebrities, man. You know, that's idol worship, man. You're not supposed to worship man. You know, you're supposed to worship Yahweh by Shema Shai. You know,
if you had that new Canelo Alvarez, your team beat, you know what I mean? He's a fighter, you know, we into the fighting. You know, we're not gonna go crazy and go into like every single, you know, detail of his life. Like, it's just what it is, man. It's just entertainment. You know, but you got people that really idolize you in fighters, man. You said 5 minutes.
You know, start at
11. Book of Ezekiel.
Man, so much. Start at 10.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 5, verse 10. Therefore the father shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgment in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter. Oh, Ezekiel 5 and 10.
It's like 6 and 10.
Bad precept. That's gonna happen again.
Well, you know, maybe
Yes,
I
ma'am.
wanted that. Let's go back.
Let me start with verse 8. Book of Ezekiel chapter 5 verse 8. Therefore thus saith Yahweh Shai, behold, I, even I, am against thee, and I will execute judgment in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations. And I will do in thee that which I have not done, whereunto I will not do any more the like, because of all thine abominations.
That was some abominable shit that Jake was doing out there at that concert. You know, they was doing drugs, you know, adultery, you know, it was women, you know, it was harlots out there. You know, then they said it was a mad, crazy man going around with a syringe injecting people and shit.
Yeah, I heard about that. It said security guard, he
Got ejected with his neck.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Oh, you know, that's something that they used to have. I remember growing up, you know, the techno raves and shit. You know, they said that, you know, this shit would get so deep, you know, so many people go there, you know, festivals and shit. It's all just, you know, all just together, man. And yet people go in there with syringes of HIV. You know, probably somebody who had AIDS, you know, took a syringe, and, you know, and pulled out his blood and started injecting him into
It
different
was
people.
probably one of them wicked ass Edomites undercover.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's probably one of Esau agents.
Trying to spread some new variant, some new pestilence. You know? But yeah, you had all type. Then you had extreme iron worship there. People was getting through the bulwarks, man, through the fences. You know, trying to run and rush to go see this guy. And while y'all out there yielding up the spirit, he's still singing his songs and shit for y'all, man.
Yeah, man, he's up there just singing a song, like, and somebody's getting stopped to death in the background, man. You know? And it reads verse 10, therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgment in thee.
Yeah, so Lord, he was doing that back then. You know, to Ezekiel, he was a prophet during the Babylonian captivity. You know, so the Lord's gonna do that now, man. You know, because pride has exceedingly polluted the earth, man. Wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth, man. So that's a great judgment right there.
And I will execute judgment in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds. Verse 11. Wherefore, as I live, said Yahweh Shai, our power, surely because thou hast defiled my sanctuary with all thy detestable things and with all thine abominations, therefore will I also diminish thee, neither shall mine eye spare, neither will I have any pity.
And that's what times that we're going to be entering into. The Lord is so fed up with Jake and the wickedness that Jake is, you know, constantly in. The Lord is just going to let out just death angels. And then, you know, when the Travis Scott shit happened, you had mass casualty death in Sierra Leone at the same time. You know, so the Lord got the death angels all over the place destroying shit, man. And like one of the brothers said, this is not the time to be worldly. You know, still getting alerts and updates from death counts going up on this concert, man.
I was gonna say to you, you know that Travis Scott concert was he had sacrifices going there, because when you look that word astro up, mainly means like stars, you know, celestial stuff like that. They were giving sacrifices to these guys that Jesus worship.
Yeah, it's a big time thing, man. You know, and that's another thing too. That dude Travis Scott, his name, you know, that's like what's it called? That's like a real alias, right? It's a real title. All right, because you know the word Travis is derived from Spanish travieso, which means mischievous.
Yep.
All right, and then you have the word Scott, which goes back to the word black. So he basically, his name means he's a
Dark and
mischievous black man.
mischievous.
Yeah, he's a dark skinned mischievous man.
That's something.
Dark and mischievous.
Man.
It says
Most darkness, man.
astro relating to the stars, celestial objects, or outer space. And a lot of them Jakes that were at that concert, Astro World,
they got sacrificed to these guys that these heathens worship. You know?
And he's gonna get more fame and notoriety and popularity off of this shit.
Yeah.
Because death is what rules on a high level in this kingdom. Let's get back to Ezekiel.
Alright. So Ezekiel chapter 5 and 12. Alright. The third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and the famine shall be consumed in the midst of thee. And the third part shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part into all winds, and I will draw out a sword after them.
So the Lord is going to have different types of judgments for different groups of people. You know, there's going to be some people that die by the disease and the pestilence. There's going to be some that die by the sword, some that die by the famine.
Thus shall my anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted. They shall know that I, Yahweh have spoken it in my zeal when I have accomplished my fury in them. Moreover, I will make thee haste and a reproach among the nations. Moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations.
That is what the curse is on us. You know, the Lord has accomplished that.
We read about Deuteronomy 28.
You know, the Lord, it's gonna come a time where you're gonna see all the words of the Lord that you find written in these prophecies being fulfilled on a mass level, on a broad level. Out here in Babylon the Great, which is America, man.
It's gonna become undeniable out here.
As the scripture say, then ye shall know that I am Yahweh. You know, people gonna know that this is the judgment of the Lord right here. You had people at the concert, not to keep bringing the concert up, but you had people at the concert was like, man, I was terrified. You just felt the demonic spirit. Those people experienced the terror of the Lord, man. That was the terror of the Lord that they saw there. The Lord put the spirits on the people to do that shit. Motherfuckers get trampled over. Mosh pits, people dying, all kind of crazy shit.
And the music kept right on playing. Old boy was running around still singing his song.
Yeah, that's what I brought.
A man shall have no pity on his neighbor.
Right. But many was waxing cold there.
Man.
People didn't give a fuck about nobody.
And you know when it's a video where it's like right where the paramedics are at, right there, and then they pan up to Travis Scott. You know, boom, someone's dying right here, and Travis Scott is up there, and as he's singing, he looked like he's on a demonic trance. You know, and then you have this Jake come out. He was talking about. He looked freaked out. Look, man, you now starting to see what the devil is, man. You know what I'm saying? You now starting to know that it's the dark. You know, it's the left hand side and the right hand side, and there is the power that controls all these things, man. You know.
This Psalms 78 to 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them.
And the Lord did that to the ancient Egyptians. And America is modern day Egypt. So, you know, that same activity that the Lord was sending upon ancient Egypt, we see it here. The Lord sending wrath and indignation and sending evil angels out here, man. And they don't transgress the word of the Lord, man. Scripture speaks about how they rejoice in the commandments of the Most High. The angels was happy to go down there and smite and kill and injure however many people that was found dead or injured.
The big thing, I haven't even seen what happened with that. I'm just hearing it word of mouth, you know, especially right now. And I'm gonna go into it, man. But hey, so far it's gonna be gearing up for a lesson. It's gonna get spooky out here, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna get spooky, man. A lot of people don't believe in the world, spiritual thing. Hey, the Lord gonna manifest it into the physical, man. He gonna manifest it into the physical. All right. Continuing on, and it reads, moreover, I will make thee a waste. It's like Ezekiel chapter 7. It's like Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 14. Moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee in the sight of all that pass by. So there shall be a reproach and a taunt and an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgment in thee in anger and in fury and in rebuke, and in furious rebukes. I, Yahweh have spoken.
Yeah, anger and furious rebukes, man. Because once the Lord really starts unleashing, it's going to go from us hearing about 8 people dying, and also when we heard about Sierra Leone, where it was 99 people dying, to hundreds of thousands of people dying on the spot at one time. There's accounts in the scripts. The Lord sent the angel and 185,000 people was found in the morning dead corpses. We hear about how the slain of the Lord shall be many. You know? Go ahead.
And I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine.
You hear about inflation. You know, there was a report that came out about how out there in China, their government is telling them, hey, look, you know, stock up on necessities and essentials. You know, buy extra food. That's going on in China. But where's the government and the leadership here in America telling the civilians to do that? They telling you to go out and party. You know, you only live once. You know, if you want to travel, book your plane flights early. You know, stock up, start going Christmas shopping now. This is the counsel that the government and your leaders is giving you people, man. Just fatten you up as sheep for the slaughter. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Lord is preparing famine. Inflation is high. Shelves is empty. Nobody's working. You got the great resignation. You know? You got crime. You know? That's going to cause looting and stealing. A lot of shit is going to change the game up, man. You know, this whole, you know, I'm a good worker. I'm working at this job. And, you know, I'm just trying to stack up some money so, you know, I can get past this shit. Because 2022 is my year. Most sides finna slaughter out all you individuals that ain't repenting and being converted to the true power, man.
All right, and it reads, okay, so all right, and it reads, and when I shall set upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and I will send to destroy you.
See, the Lord sends out famine for your destruction. The Lord sends out famine to destroy you. You know, Esau calls famine food insecurity.
Mm-hmm. That's a spirit. Famine.
Right.
Yeah. You see, that's witchcraft, man. All right, that's that trickery. You're trying to get the people to say, oh, okay, it's food insecurity. No, if he came out and said it's a famine, people would be shit.
But like the prophecy say, victuals shall so good cheap upon the earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. Yeah. But even then shall evils go upon the earth, sword, famine, death, and destruction. Y'all people think y'all in a good case because it's, you know, people still working. You know, we got the holiday seasons coming up. I don't see nothing wrong in the streets.
They still got the dollar menu at Jack in the Box.
Dollar menu still down the street.
Yep.
Dollar Tree. But even then shall evils go upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
All right. And it reads, which shall be for the destruction, and which shall I send to destroy you. And I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread.
The Lord is going to break your staff of bread and increase the famine upon you. The staff of bread, that's your grocery stores. That's your meat markets. That's your little convenience stores down the street. That's your 7-Eleven. All the shelves of these different stores is going to be found empty and lacking. You know? Mosai's going to break the staff of bread, man. And increase the famine. You see what's going on at the ports? You know, you got the supply chain crisis.
Yep.
And you motherfuckers just think everything is cool. Everything is gonna be as normal. It's gonna be normal. I don't see nothing affecting. It ain't affecting me right now. Guess what, man? It's gonna come as a thief in the night because that's how the Lord like to work. He like to catch motherfuckers off guard.
And it reads, so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts.
Evil beasts, can't forget about the animals. If you ain't evil, best believe these animals ain't evil. And what you think these animals gonna do? They're gonna be biting and killing women, biting and killing children. It's gonna go into it. Go ahead.
And I will send upon you famine and evil beasts. They shall bereave thee.
Bereave thee. When you go into that word in the concordance, it says that they're gonna be snatching away and killing your children. Devouring the children.
And pestilence,
that's diseases. you got C-19 and all the different variants out in the world right now. It's because the Lord sent it out here. Yeah. All these evil and wicked ass people in gross darkness going about the world and how they want to do it and ain't repenting and converted to the true power. Lord is killing these people with the pestilence, killing them with the diseases. That's all judgments of the Lord, man. And he using the so-called white man to do it.
I was just gonna mention that he got
the white man that everybody worship and follow after. The Lord put the evil spirit on him to see the diseases and pestilence out here killing everybody, killing your grandma, killing your grandfather, your cousins. And you find out the track record of these people, they all wicked, man.
And Bill Gates, Bill Gates, just recently just came out and said, be prepared for another smallpox wave.
Why are they able to prophesy that? Because they're doing this shit, man. It's called left-handed prophecy. Yep. Oh, look out for smallpox is coming. Why? Because I'm sending it out. You know?
That's the same thing. That particular disease or whatever, that's the same thing they used on the tribes, gag, smallpox.
Nothing's going to the sun, man. And that's another thing too. You know, it came out, I believe it was either last year or a few months ago. It was a minute back. You know, there was a video where Bill Gates, you know, he released a video. You know, talking. I don't know what it was dealing with, but the visuals in the video was an animation of a Grim Reaper. Oh no, yeah, it was a Grim Reaper, and then they zoomed into it. And there was a whole bunch of little mosquitoes, man. Meaning that they released some shit. The bugs, you know what I'm saying? And that's what these devils do, man.
Man, it's gonna come a time where walking by the camp and hearing the word for 2 minutes and getting on, that shit gonna be a thing in the past, man. Yep. Lord is gonna start requiring spirits. Yep. You know, shit is gonna be happening out here to where these same people that was walking by the camp and had little smirks and little looks on their face, the Lord is gonna be judging them right before the meeting of the Lord.
They gonna be looking for wine in the streets, bro.
Them same individuals.
Yep. That's gonna be Proverbs 1 of them. It's gonna be Proverbs chapter 1.
Yep. The Lord will put the spirit on us to remember all these people that drove by. Motherfuckers that's dying and shit. Oh, that's one of the ones that drove by every weekend.
Smallpox terror attacks.
Alright.
Yeah.
Look, they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass
They
through
ain't got
thee.
that much time left.
And I will bring the sword upon thee. I, Yahweh, Yahushua, have spoken. It is known from on high. He's going to bring the sword. Hey, what's that sword? Revelation 12 and 12, man. You know, Esau's going to come down and bring wrath. You know, that book, the book of 2 chapter 16, where it reads, they shall be as madmen, swearing us. You try to know that Yahweh, Yahushua is about to open up on you, man. He's about to open up on you.
Yep. Well, we see the news stories and the videos, how they had those army trucks on the train things. And it's not just 1 or 2 army trucks. It's a whole row of army trucks. It's like hundreds of army trucks, bro.
And
what they doing?
Sharpening his sword.
Sharpening the sword, bro. Ezekiel 21 and verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh. Say, a sword is sharpened.
And that's what we do. We come out here in the name of Yahweh Shai, and it's telling the people, warning the people that, look, hey, the so-called white man, the sword of the Lord, he's perfecting his wickedness on y'all. Because a sharp sword, when you sharpen the sword, you're perfecting it, so when you use that motherfucker, it's going to cut.
Effective.
So Esau is perfecting his wickedness, man. He's behind the scenes, which is all through the spirit party and the whole washing out on the left-hand side, perfecting his wickedness. He got his counsel, he got his think tanks. How can we do this? How can we do that? Well, you know, Travis Scott, he got that concert coming up. It's projected to be 50,000 people. Okay, good. I like that. Let's send pestilence there.
Yep.
Okay. Then let's do something with the frequencies and then and whatever, and whoever got the 2-shot, they gonna bug out. You know, you don't know what these devils, how these devils is doing shit, man.
They like put weak fences around them so they can trample the fences.
Yeah. Don't secure them to the ground.
They lessen the security on that.
Yeah, lower the security.
Over here, have all the security over there so that they can just come in with not that much resistance. You These devils are probably what they do, man.
Man. Yeah, look. Black card, they go to black cards again.
Oh, yeah. California exempt. Yeah, that's the feds right there. You know, they watch it. That's the
last
spirit, too.
last time they did that shit, we had little agents coming up to the camp.
Yeah, and then they're going to send old boy, Rivera. They're going to send Rivera. Deputy Rivera. Did you get anything? Anything you would use?
Get them this time. And you know, that's the spirit too, because this morning I was at the gas station, you know, and this sister crowd was talking about, you know, they got this new technology on the street lights where they can zero in on the gunshot and shit. It's all types of surveillance. Ultimately, you know, they say it's under the guys to stop crime, but that shit is really surveillance, man.
Yeah,
because they don't want you tribes getting the win.
Yep.
Okay. He's not gonna make sure he gonna get his lick on the tribes, man. But that's Yahweh Shemel Shah putting the spirit on him to do that, man. Esau's his whipping stick.
And why all them cameras always be blurry and shit when they...
Yeah, right. Closed circuit.
They put filters on it and shit when they want to show up.
Yeah.
I think you call that something.
Ezekiel 21:9 says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Yeah, here it is, Lord, and perfect these devils. They got the ICBM missile technology, which is the ultimate sword. That's going to glitter. That's going to beam.
Yep.
All right? It's going to shine in the air. Then this devil, also, he perfected his sword. He got the little electric doggies.
Oh, yeah.
Them motherfuckers walking around. They got rifles and shit. And
attached to their head, yeah.
On them and all kind of shit. And this devil is showing y'all this shit. Articles coming out, oh yeah, U.S. is testing out their newly developed laser.
Yeah.
But you niggas, y'all go to concerts and shit. You know? Standing outside buying shoes.
It says, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. It says, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Which is Esau Edom. The Lord has put the spirit on this devil to come up with all this weaponry and technology to kill Jacob, right? And this devil got it in his hand. It's in the hand of the slayer. And that's all Esau Edom finna be about, slaying. Let's speak about how this man is deaf and is hell.
And that's the Pharaoh getting strengthened up, getting stronger and stronger, so the Most High can show his power. So don't think it's not coming.
Ecclesiastes 9:12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it falls suddenly upon them.
See the difference between us and the sons of man, these other people in the world? The Lord has told us who the enemy is, and the Lord has showed us where these nets at. You know, these traps. Esau Edom the wicked, that's your enemy. What's some of the traps? C19, that's a trap. You know, loving the world, that's a trap. You know?
Dang. 10 minutes earlier.
Being fully